what's your pick for the fight, and how do you see that fight going? So we'll start with yourself first, Brandon.
It's an intriguing fight, man. I think it's, typically you would consider Bivol the boxer and Beterbiev the puncher. But in my opinion, I think they're more similar than they're different, right?
Yeah,
They both have engagement in the mid range. But after the engagement at the mid range, Beterbiev looks to close the distance. Bivol looks to create the distance. So it's going to be who can kind of dominate after the mid range engagement, right? When they're fighting. And then what happens after? Is Bivol able to maintain his distance, or is Beterbiev able to close it? But so I think they're similar in that. Bevil's a little more of a volume puncher. And so I was talking to a friend of mine, a trainer. He's from Uzbekistan, and he gave me a lot of insight on these two. He's followed them since they're amateurs, and so I originally favored Bivol just a little bit more, just because he was considered more of the boxer. He was able to create distance, and then he started telling me things like how Bivol kind of cultivates this style that he may have certain injuries that is the reason why he fights the way that he does. And so he brought a couple of those to my attention. And then he also told me, because the age difference, Beterbiev's a little older. When Bivol was a youth champion, Beterbiev was what we could, in the States, an elite champion. So he was kind of like the open, the national champion in the open, and Bivol was still a youth. So mixing when they mix up, he might have that, kind of like big brother type of mentality when they go in there, because potentially he said that Beterbiev was like a hero to Bivol in the amateurs. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Whether it means anything, I don't know on fight night. But those are just interesting things to hear from someone that's familiar
yeah,
with them
yeah.
since they were amateurs. Yeah,
Yeah, it could be a
but yeah,
culture thing as well. That we mentioned the big brother thing. There's
yeah,
can you punch your big brother in the face, for example? Can you
yeah.
expect to beat your big brother?
Yeah. Other than that, I think it's a good fight, man. It's a great fight, and
Right. So yeah. So what's your take on the Bivol versus Beterbiev? Who are you backing for that fight?
Uh, very, very good fight. Big fight. Should hands down be the next fight made for both fighters. Um, I'll probably, I think Beterbiev will win that fight. Um, very underrated boxer. Very underrated boxer. Not flashy, but very effective, efficient. We've never seen him outbox before as well. Um, I think what matters will be maybe the size of the ring, as far as when it'll happen. But again, I think you have to go at him to beat him. I don't think you can over 12 rounds. Voltic did pretty good, but Terbiev brings that power 12 rounds in a row. It's destructive power. I don't think you can go out there and outbox him like that. I think you have to, like I said, tie him up, go inside, and make it rough. I don't think that Bivol has had the in him to beat him like that. So uh, he can be beat, but not like that. His jab is good, and his jab is hard. His jab is strong, and the humility in him. They did an interview, and Beterbiev made a comment to Bivol, and you can almost see Bivol didn't have the same mentality that Beterbiev has. Maybe the big brother thing, that may be what it is. Him being, what I'm saying, like I said, the big guy, but you can see that Beterbiev is more confident than he is on the inside, face to face. I believe, and you know what I'm saying. You got to go to
I,
him.
I think that's the important point, isn't it? We mentioned about the big brother aspect, looking up to him, because the big brother's also going to think, I can't lose to him.
Yeah.
It just does. It's just not going to happen, is it?
Mhm.
It's this. Yeah. It's almost like it is like that brother relationship, isn't it? Big brother's always.
If he jabbed the way he jabbed the other night, he's gonna knock him out. If he just go for the knockout, of course, Bivol has a big opportunity. If he jabs with him, it's going to be pretty easy.
Mm,
yeah.
so
'Cause
it's an
I mean,
immediate matchup.
that
I
jab is
I
hard.
I think that, like, what have we seen from Bivol that would neutralize uh Beterbiev's offense. You know what I mean? He doesn't really tie up. He uses his legs to get out of range. So
Even when Canelo got in range, he went high guard against Canelo.
yeah,
Beterbiev is way bigger than Canelo. Hope everyone knows that.
yeah,
Canelo came up there because he tried to, you know what I'm saying, be great. But
yeah.
Beterbiev is way bigger. Like I said, all the years of strength conditioning he's been doing, he is way stronger than Canelo.
He's strong. He's strong.
And Canelo is very strong, but 190 something pounds, 200 pounds, and dense bowls, strong, pushing him back.
And a heavyweight as an amateur as well. He's come down, hasn't he, to
You know
lighter
what I'm saying?
weight? Whereas
Yes, yeah.
Canelo obviously was at 147, 154,
You know what I'm saying?
going up.
So,
Yeah, Beterbiev, yeah.
he cannot do what he did against Canelo to Beterbiev. That ain't gonna work. Canelo's a
Yeah,
lot shorter. Canelo's shorter than me. You know what I'm saying? Beterbiev's big. He's not that short, and he's, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. You mentioned, I think you spoke. One of you mentioned the size of the ring. That's going to be an important factor in how he sort of tries to escape or walks his way around the pressure which Beterbiev is going to bring. If that ring is on the smaller side, easier for Beterbiev to cut him off and sort of gradually break him down. It's going to be a
But
long
that's
night. But it's interesting because if we asked this question a week or 2 weeks ago, most people would have said Bivol, but now that performance of the
how
weekend
it
has
is.
changed the
Hey,
tune,
look,
hasn't
look,
it?
look, 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 look at Devin and Shakur. When
So
Devin struggled with Lomachenko, Shakur came in the ring. Everybody, Shakur, he's the man. Devin learned from the man. Now Shakur had a so-so fight.
yeah,
Devin looks amazing, and no one talk about Shakur no more.
yeah. It's a what
Boxing
have
like
you
that.
done for me lately sport? What have you
It's
done for me
crazy.
lately?
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you there.